News Channel, I'm Jennifer Burke. A bail review decision is expected today for one of the so-called Freedom Convoy organizers, Tamara Lich. Lich was arrested back on February 17th and has since remained in custody after being denied bail. Lich was behind a GoFundMe campaign to raise money for the convoy, which was shut down after raising more than $10 million. Last week, her lawyers asked for a review of a judge's decision to deny her bail, saying the judge was biased. Lich is charged with counseling to commit mischief. Let's bring in CTV's Kevin Gallagher, who's been monitoring the story for us today, joins me from Ottawa. Kevin, tell us more about the argument from Lich and her lawyer. How do they imply that the judge is biased here?
Well, Jen, one main reason that Tamara Lich believes that the judge who denied her bail review on February 22nd is biased is because back in 2011, Judge Julie Bourgeois ran for the Liberal Party. And so this is something that Tamara Lich is saying, well, she wished she knew this before, and she might have said that that judge should have had to recuse themselves. Now, the Crown attorney in this case argues that that same judge granted bail to another so-called Freedom Convoy organizer, Chris Barber. He's already, under conditions of his bail, had to return back to Saskatchewan, I should say. Of course, the other thing here is that the judge in her initial decision did say that she had doubts that basically Lich would adhere to any of the bail conditions. She felt that there was a real high risk of Lich reoffending, and also didn't feel that Lich demonstrated that she was planning to obey any of the bail conditions given the responses to the questions. But all of this does bring us back to the review today, Jen, where this is a key component of what needs to be decided by the judge presiding over this case. And of course, now Lich was arrested back on February 17th and really has been in jail since then. I should also say that there is a surety as well that's covered under a publication ban, but that was also an issue with the previous bail hearing, where there was some concerns about the surety in that case being able to cover bail and also ensure that Lich would be able to have transportation back to Alberta, which is where Tamara Lich is from. Actually, in that February 22nd bail hearing, it was her husband who was a surety, and he had said that he had actually come to Ottawa in a private jet that had been paid for by someone who, he didn't really name, but just sort of said was a good guy. Now, this all led to a lot of questions around that particular bail hearing, but it does seem that now there are some conditions that Lich says she does have someone who's able to give her a ride back home, but also put up that bail.